Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. A few days ago, I think 2 days ago, I made a video, among others, where I claimed that because of the actions, the decisions of our government, I'm talking about the United States of America and the United Kingdom, because of these governments, we, the civilians, will be negatively impacted because of the Houthis. And not only because of the Houthis, I guarantee you Hamas and Hezbollah will also do something. In this case, the Houthis. And that video, YouTube had a little problem with. But then somehow they changed their mind. Unbelievable. So they said, well, no. But then they said yes. After about a day or two, they said yes. It was available, but with problems. I didn't do anything. I just changed a title and I said, screw it. I'm just going to, maybe they didn't like the title. So the Houthis declared war on US. They say, we are at war with the United States of America. Are you living in the United States of America? Are you a US citizen? The Houthis are at war with you. Did you do anything to the Houthis? No, your government did. In the name of what? Oh, protecting the global routes, the maritime routes. I'm going to show you a map to understand what routes exactly they're defending. So let's go and start with the article. It comes from the NBC Universal and says, top Houthi leader claims they are at war with the US. I mean, just, I don't want to say logical, but it goes without saying that if you hit me, I'm going to hit you back. I didn't hit you. I hit someone else and you hit me. So we have a problem here. So let's look over this first. These are some videos I made about the Houthis, and it's about 23 where I use the word Houthi. And the second one right here, this is the one with the problem. No, actually, that's not it. Oh, no, it could be still fucked up right here. And this is what it is. Because I thought this one was the one. I said, because our government's decisions, I said, we, US plus UK civilians, could become, and I'm going to go in it, could become Houthis' targets. I said that, and I'm going to show you the whole thing here. I said that, and right here, the Houthis say they are at war with us. This is on January 18th. This is from yesterday. And this video is from, and I'm going to go ram pam pam, rum pum pum, zim pim pim. Go more, piki paka pokutsuku, wela paka faka maka, where is it? It's from the 17th. So I said that on the 17th, these guys came with this on the 18th. So I was 1 day ahead of them. And then if you go here, I'm going to show you. Oops, we got a problem over there. You see what it is? It's limited. We have a problem. Usually when it's like this, sometimes they can create more problems. Just so you know. So they didn't like the title, my friends. They didn't like the title. Because of our government decisions, we, US plus UK, civilians could become Houthis' targets. What do you think this implies if we are at war? Do you think they're going to fight over there only? I mean, these guys went over there. So those guys, do you think they cannot come over here? And my point is this. They will not have a problem with the decision makers. They're going to have a problem with us sitting ducks. But the problem is some of them voted for these imbeciles. And these imbeciles gave the order. So, if they say, well, the Russians, not only the Ukrainians said there's some imbeciles in the United States of America, which is partly true, but let's use it both ways. Said, well, the fact that the Putin is doing this in Ukraine, the Russian population is also responsible because they don't do anything to stop him. Like what? Like hang him? Yeah, exactly that. So, but if that's true for that situation, that means it's true for this situation. But it's tricky because therefore, in that case, some people could justify, which I would not, justify the civilians then. Casualties. Well, civilians are part of a population. They build weapons. They feed the military. They transport the weapons. They do this. They give them water. That means all these things are legitimate. Destroy the dams. No more water because the water is going to go to the military. Destroy this, mines, and you're going to have civilians who work to support an army. So, see what I'm... Okay, let's go to the article and then we go to the map. The US military attacked Houthi targets inside Yemen for the 5th time in retaliations for the attacks in the Red Sea. That's very important. What kind of attacks and against whom? I mean, against attacks. So you hit me because I hit him. I didn't hit you. And you don't have anything here to do with that. I have a problem with Gigi. And Mikey hits me, and then I hit you, and you say, "Well, you hit Gigi over there in the Red Sea." Yeah, I hit Gigi because Gigi hits Trotro, and Trotro is my friend. Oh, isn't that the same thing? Oh, you intervene for them, then means America can intervene for us. Well, you got it then. What happened over there with Gigi and Trotro? You know, some people is still doing that. So the Biden administration formally redesignated the Houthis as a terrorist organization. NBC News' Richard Engel spoke with the top commander of the Houthis who claims they are at war with the US. And here's a video I'm not going to play for you. Let's go and look over the map to see who's who, what's what. I mean, after all, maybe the United States of America has a border with Yemen and we don't know about it. So let's check it out. Can't believe I have to go so low. Really, I mean, but it is Canada right here in blue, very blue turquoise, beautiful. I like that color. And United States mustard, I don't like that one. Russia the same way. So here is the United States of America, and the problems are occurring. You see where Iran is right here with red, Yemen is right here with red. So here is where United States has interests, right here, and Great Britain, by the way, is right here with blue Christmas, so, or turquoise. So these guys from here and from there, they have a problem with things occurring right here. And they say they destroy the transport routes. Okay, well, that's possible. Whose routes? Whose ships? It's between the A and B. Why do you see guy in? Well, because you got to help the Palestinians. So why are the Palestinians again? Well, you know, Hamas. So I can't make this, but it's just to make sure that I want to make sure this is where things occur, right here. But when is the red shit right here in this area? Why? Because of what happens right here. So, well, I guess that's the way it goes. That means when Iran intervenes for the Houthis, then the Americans should not say anything because it seems like it's a chain reaction. So, how should I put it? Should I put like a weasel or should I put it straight? No, I can put it straight because if I put it straight, YouTube will not like that. So let's start it different. Because of the situations in the Middle East between Israel and Hamas, because of that, Houthis say we're going to hit Israel because Israel defends itself against Hamas. So when they do this, the Americans said, well, we are going to intervene in behalf of the Israelis with our British lapdog. We're going to get in and we're going to attack the Houthis because the Houthis attack the Israelis because the Israelis defend themselves against Hamas and the Palestinians over there. But, okay, now US says, you attack our friend, we're going to attack you. Okay, but the US attacks Iran's friend. So that means Iran is entitled to enter. And after the United States attacks Iran, let's say, and will, then Russia and China will intervene to defend Iran against. And then US is going to, because nobody's going to help. I mean, who's going to help? Is always the bully. When the bully is in trouble, the other ones are going to devour the bully. Why? Because the bully doesn't have a friendship. They call it here alliance. There's no alliance. It's clearly one guy, which is the master of the plantation, and the rest are slaves on the plantation. The guys in NATO, the guys in European Union belong to United States' Al Capone's plantation. Clear? Clear. You don't believe that? Well, I don't have time here to speak about 3 minutes. That's all I need. But your time is valuable, so I'm not going to go into that. Look, watch my videos. So Al Capone has this little thing. And he obviously has this club. The other guys have a club. These guys have a plantation. With a whip. Psh, psh, psh. How do you think he gets everybody in line? Sometimes with perks. We're going to go and bomb that country, and I'm going to let your businesses to reconstruct that country. That means the guys that are going to give you money for elections, they will profit. Therefore, you're going to be A-okay. Then they give a little bit of crumbs here. You can test your weapons. You deplete your weapons. Then you ask the imbeciles in your country to work harder and give you more money so you can feed again the same military industrial complex and so on. The scheme is clear. Who has eyes to see? All right, so that's why, and when the United States will get in trouble, these guys on the plantations, they're not going to help the master. They're going to kill the master. Why? Because the master is in trouble. And they will remember all the times they were kicked in the teeth and how the master kept them over there at bay and kept them over there, disrespected them. So when the United States, unfortunately, will, but it's not going to get to that point, I don't think so, to fight the other guys, because it's not going to be a conventional war. It's going to be too many resources, drain of too many resources. But you never know. Maybe people are weak and say, yeah, it's okay, I will be in power. We're going to fight a perpetual war like in Ukraine, and I'm in power, you're in power, we fight, and other people die. This is what happens over there in Russia. In Russia and Ukraine, that could have been ended in the first 3 days. But it didn't. Why? They didn't want to take a chance. No sides. None of them. Therefore, they fight with other people's lives. And then what? The fat cats are getting fatter. So yeah, again, these guys are at war with you and I now. Congratulations. Because of what? We defend freedom and democracy. 1948, a state should have been formed immediately. And nations should have been kept at bay from one another. These guys over there, I don't think ever they will come to terms. I had conversations with Palestinians. I had conversations with Israelis. From Israel, not these guys here. No, from Israel. And when I saw the psychology and the arguments provided by both, I was like, these guys cannot have peace, because I'm going to mention only one side. One side told me that all those guys that I met, their argument was, this land was given to us by God. That's it. Okay, it was given to you by God, but it means that the other ones should do what? And the other ones have a different thing. No, it's not given by God. Actually, it's our land. Now, how can you? No, they're not gonna, unless you build a, 50-meter tall, not even. I mean, rockets and missiles go over, I don't even know. I mean, we put a dome over Israel, then nothing can hit in there. That would be the only solution. Otherwise, there will always be problems over there. There's no way, unless something horrible happened and one side pushes the other side far away, or the other side pushes this side far away, that cannot interact. How do you see that happening? Well, they claim that the Palestinians should move to what? To Africa? Yeah, all right. Maybe the Madagascar plan, but now in reverse. Remember, the abuse, that's a psychological reality. I'm not saying just I say, because, entities, people, animals that were abused will tend to abuse more than the persons who were never abused, or abuse less. That's what if you have someone who was abused, and then that person that was abused, you put him somewhere in control of people, is going to be more inclined to abuse than the ones that never been abused. It's studies, is not me saying that. And if YouTube doesn't fucking know about that, they should go and read. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.